The whole thing has been recorded. Congrats.
Thank you. Anyway, it's been a time.
Yeah.
Tell me, okay, I feel like while people are like getting settled, you can tell me a little bit about Love Island and how you're
Oh God.
feeling for the beginning of this episode.
Okay. Well, once again, I'm coming back to issue a most of the stuff I said last time, erase it. Not even most of the stuff this time. It was just we're in week 3, and last week I did issue Casey an apology because I told you and the audience that like I felt like he was giving Manosphere vibes a little bit, and so I wasn't feeling him, but turns out he's cool. Just so everybody knows, trust your gut. Just so everybody knows, quite literally, if you feel like a guy is giving weird, strange vibes, go with that. Because he literally is giving the vibes that I thought he was give like quite literally. Um and everyone hates him so much like it's not even funny. So it's just really unfortunate. I think every time he opens his mouth these days, it makes me genuinely upset. So love that. And so I regret apologizing. Ladies, never apologize to a man ever. You're going to regret it. So that's really it. Everything else I still stand
Because,
on. Hmm.
yeah, because he was with Anaya, right? And then Anaya, if I'm, and then Anaya chose him over Carl, or is
Yes.
that not?
No, that's correct.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then wait a second, because he actually is trash. And then there was that, was it Melanie and Anaya that had that moment?
Yes.
That was beautiful.
That was honestly,
But
I
and I,
did. I wish that like Melanie gave her or listened to her own advice, but that moment with Melanie and Anaya did make me cry because it was really giving like we gotta stand up. Like girl, there's nothing stronger than like women relationships with other women. So that made me emotional, but at the same time like they both have pissed me off like so serious, but also like have we not all been in relationships where we knew we shouldn't be in it and then we kept pursuing them anyways? It's like I have to have empathy at the same time. So yeah.
sure, sure.
Right. So
Anyway, this
yeah.
little 2-year-old screaming.
And I also know that movie night is tonight. So I'm like kind of excited, but not even that much. I feel like when this season seems to be the season where they left so much in terms of like how evil the men are, because I feel like every season there's men that are downright rotted, but this season feels like they are intentionally leaving in every single time a man says something evil and wild and sinister. That being said, they also like don't want, they meaning the production and like the company, I think, don't want to be held accountable for like if something crazy happens. So I'm afraid that like movie night will not be that intense because they don't want it to seem like they're bullying. So I don't really have that much hope for that, but we will see. I'm glad that Carl's back, and I didn't vote for Amora, so you know, I didn't really see the purpose of her coming back because she left no splash. But whatever. So it's been actually the craziest season I've ever seen in terms of like evilness, but I'm staying
Right.
along for the ride.
Yeah. I mean, I do think like the more we get into it, the more evil they'll get, you know, just like in terms of seasons. Also, I can't
Yeah.
see your video anymore, but that's fine because like I assume you can see me. I
Yep.
it is what it is. So right now, I'm dead. Anyway, moving on. Maybe one day I'll see you again. That would be amazing. I
Right.
actually can't see anything, so I'm looking at It's fine. You guys, it's okay. What I was saying was,
You talking to yourself. Yes.
we're on the phone, and that's so fun for
Yep.
me.
Yep.
As long as it's still recording, I mean, check that.
It is.
Okay, cool. I love what I'm seeing from Trinity and Bryce, and I just want
Yes.
to say that I think if you go back into the archives, I had good feelings about Bryce from the beginning.
And I didn't. And I still am like, I'm at 90% with Bryce. There's that 10% that I'm scared, but like every day is moving up. And also, I think like the age thing is like really where I can never get to 100% because his birthday was yesterday. He turned 30 and he's boyfriend and girlfriend with a 22-year-old.
Right. Okay, so now I take it back.
But other than that, I'm so Bryce. Like, I am so on the Bryce train.
Yeah. Damn, I wish he was 26.
Yeah, if only he wasn't like our age.
Right. Like actually legitimately older.
Yeah, literally older than us. Yeah.
So, okay,
So,
well, whatever. I'm happy for them right now.
yeah. Yeah, if you don't think about that, it is really sweet to see. And I really like when did you see the clip of him asking to be boyfriend and girlfriend like when they had their date?
Yes.
That was really
Yes.
sweet. I liked that.
Like he was like a little bit nervous and then he did it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
also like how he was like in my other relationships, it was just kind of assumed, but I don't want to do that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, let's communicate and be upfront and
Yes.
be on the same page.
Yes.
Wow.
The bear
No
man.
mystery.
Yes.
Truly.
Literally. So that's great.
It's so funny. One of my friends just got into a new relationship after having like this crazy situationship with a guy we've known for literally a decade where he couldn't like he was with over at her house all the time and was like, I don't think I can be boyfriend girlfriend. And
Love
now
it.
she's been seeing this guy for like 2 months and he like asked her over for dinner and made her dinner and then was like nervous. Also kind of Bryce style nervous. Like was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And it's like damn, we really went through all that with that other guy. And then this guy just did it. Also, he's 25, which is
Mm,
awesome.
yeah.
A younger man. And I keep
Period.
telling my friends I do think it's time to be in our cougar era a little bit. So,
Fun. In our
oh
cougar
no.
era, we're like literally not even 29. We're in our cougar era.
Well, sometimes you gotta go a little bit younger. I don't know.
That's
Whatever.
funny.
I think it's.
Period. No, why not?
Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like also women our age still have that thing of like, I need to date older. Trinity
Ew.
style. But she
Right.
slim pickings on that island, so I guess it whatever.
Yeah. And I wonder,
But
like, also in that environment, how much you can tell.
right.
I'm not to give it, I'm anti 22, 20, 30-year old relationship, but I'm just saying, I wonder how much you can even tell in the house in such a strange environment. Can you even tell the age difference? But also like that sounds like I'm giving an excuse, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean probably you can to some extent, but it is just like not real life. So I think those things, just like other things, like don't matter on the island. I feel like age is negligible because they're all like in their 20s or early 30s, I
Yeah,
guess.
and I feel like in real life with like schedule differences and like responsibilities, you can tell better, but when you're all you're doing is like talking on a couch or like playing dumbass challenges, it seems like there's more of like a middle ground. Not that
Yeah.
I'm on, I disagree with the age gap, but yes. So, anyway, but Love Island has been really fun. except for the parts that make me want to scream and I feel infuriated every single episode because quite literally these men are beyond, well, I won't say they're beyond repair, but like I was saying, I've gotten to the point where like I'm choosing violence for them mentally, and that's like where I have to draw the line on myself because now I'm like saying things to my friends that are like I want violent things to happen to them, and that's not okay. Like psychologically I have to rein it in, but it's hard watching craziness every single episode.
I don't know though. I think it's like okay. I think some I think sometimes it's okay, like when you see someone be so horrible and so evil, like I actually think our first reaction should be like, you're done.
Yeah.
But maybe not. Maybe I'm
I
also
literally
full of evil.
I saw somebody make a tweet saying when Casey gets out of here, he's gonna have to go into witness protection, like not even joking. Like actually
No,
maybe.
literally. No, literally.
Yeah.
He's done. Casey, you better hide. Casey has to come out here to these islands. No one would recognize him.
No, literally.
He's
You know
gonna have
what?
to go undercover in Ireland.
We're gonna have to be leading the charge for Casey Undercover, like the revamped Casey Undercover. Casey going having to go actually undercover. Yeah.
He's not safe.
No.
You know what the worst part is though? And like I want to believe in women. The worst part is that these men will act this way on the show, like leave the show, and then people will want to like get with them just because they've been on Love Island.
Yeah, I mean, the women that are in the house want to get with them.
Right.
Like
But they
none
don't
of the
see what we're
even men.
seeing. They're not seeing like the confessionals and stuff.
That's true. At the same time, like I really don't want to like get into Anaya because I feel like it just I don't want to be like dogpiling on her on a public platform. But what I will say is like all the Casa guys said that Casey is not right for Anaya. Then the Villa girls were also saying that like Trinity said like keep being a dummy to Anaya. So even though they haven't even seen the worst of it, they know that her going back to him is not a good idea and she still did it. So like they don't even know what we know, but they know that like she shouldn't be pursuing that.
I guess like even the girls in the villa have I'm watching a tiny plane land. Anyway, even the
Mm.
girls in the villa have like this sunk cost fallacy where it's like I've put time in. I don't know like if I go with someone else if it'll work out. Like I just
Yeah.
need to keep pushing for like this thing that's not really working but kind of working enough, which sucks that even in that situation we have that.
Yeah. I keep trying to like make myself like be in the women's shoes so I cannot be as harsh with them. It's really hard though. But like I do think that there has to be some form of like desperation, not in like a shady way, but like actually as to why they are behaving
Yeah.
this way. Like they really feel like choosing to be single and potentially leaving is worse than like being in a relationship or whatever, being in a partnership, being coupled up with like a person that doesn't treat them well and doesn't respect them.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It genuinely is sad to watch. And these men, the things that they're saying every single episode, like I forgot what happened last episode, but Casey or Corbin said something that made my heart sink. And I was like, how is it getting worse than the episode before? So,
Was Casey the one also that was like, I'm not a liar. I just sometimes don't tell all the truth.
no, that was sincere, stupid
Oh,
ass.
that was sincere, of course, of course, of course. Sorry.
Literally, my sister was like, she said this multiple times. She was like, there's no way he was not dropped on his head as a child. The way that
Him
he
and
acts.
Corbin. Sorry.
Well, well, Corbin isn't a human being. Like, let's remember that. So it doesn't even matter. Maybe it does. Maybe if you get dropped on your head as like a robot or whatever, a cyborg, then that does do something to the hardware.
When Megan the Stallion was like, Melanie.
I'm glad that she came, even though she came with that like those fast fashion, like not cute
Ew.
swimsuits. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad that because the men were not about to argue with her.
No.
And I loved that. Like, yeah, say the truth, say that they were being disrespectful and they're just gonna stand there and take it. Finally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well, I'm loving like keeping up with my little clips.
yeah, I think that's the best you can do because if you like sit there and watch the whole thing, you might go mad. I'm not
Yeah,
kidding.
and instead I'm like, let me watch the highlights, which are also low lights, but that's fine. That's
Yeah.
I'll take it. I think they should do Love Island, but it's out here on this windy ass Irish island where it's raining 24/7.
I'm screaming.
I think that would be perfect. I
Yeah.
think
I
then the
mean,
men would start acting a bit better, to
we'll
be
see. Yeah,
honest.
could you imagine? It's like
The
because they're hot,
wind.
that's why they're acting evil. If they were cold, they wouldn't
Right.
act so evil.
You know, I think we might be onto something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Let's literally put bags over all the men's heads that are evil, meaning every man except for Carl, Dylan, and
Bryce can
Bryce,
go. Yeah.
because Gall is in there. Did you see what happened last night with Gall?
No.
Do
No.
you have a crush on Gall?
Is he the blonde one?
He's the coffee surf shop, the one that's with Jen.
Yeah, of course I have a crush on him.
Okay, well, I have bad news for you. He has done so basically Kinsey and him, did you see that like Kinsey wants him even though she brought back
Yeah.
Dylan?
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
well, her
crazy.
and Jen had a conversation a couple episodes ago where Kinsey was like, I'd rather like keep our friendship than lose it over a guy. But then she continues to go behind Dylan's back and go behind Kinsey's back and talk to Gall. Well, yesterday Jen pulled Gall aside and was like, I don't think that you like me. Like, you don't compliment me, you don't touch me. And he seemed annoyed by that. And then during the night, he pulls her for a chat and is like, I didn't like how you said that. Like, it came off really aggressive. Like, I don't think that we're right for each. Like, he literally started a fight with Jen just to break up with her because he's too cowardice to just break up with her. And then he went and spoke to Kinsey, and they're making out, and that's how the episode ended. Dylan is none the wiser. Jen, I guess it doesn't matter since they're not together anymore. But so yeah, Gaul is also a part of that. They're all gonna get
Right.
kidnapped and taken to the islands.
Hung up by their toes, medieval style.
Yeah, no jacket.
No jacket. In the same fucking trunks they've been wearing on Fiji. Okay, I went to go see Harry Styles.
Yep.
Guilty. I went to go. I spent so much money to go to Wembley Arena, to go to London during a heat wave to see
Wow.
Harry Styles. Here's my review.
Yes.
Better than his last tour. I also ended up going to the Love on Tour show in Belgium last time because my friend had an extra ticket. And I was a like big fan of Harry's first album, fine with Fine Line. And then Harry's House, I was like, not my favorite. And then I really actually liked this last album. But the Love on Tour vibe was just not for me. Like the kind of, I don't know, there was just something a little bit too happy about it. I don't know like
Yeah.
what that says about me, but I was like, I don't really the boas and the fast fashion like patterns that everyone was wearing and like the this is gonna sound so like the treat people with kindness, like, oh my god, Harry. Okay, I'm just gonna say that and now I'm gonna get so roasted on every platform for that.
Right.
But it just wasn't my vibe because I like the first album I really loved because it had that kind of like rock, like a little bit more edgy as I think Harry Styles can be kind of vibe, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm kind of sad I didn't go to that tour, but I feel like that was when we were in study abroad actually. Was that tour and I just simply did
Oh,
not have the funds. So this tour, I feel like kind of has like he's just having fun with it. Like that's what I felt like when he was on stage. Like he's just having a good time. And I do really like this last album because I do think it has, I like the beat and I like kind of the like electronic music vibe. And I think he brought that. He also was wearing tiny little shorts, which unfortunately I love. I actually never want to see a man in shorts that are
Ew.
longer than a 5-inch inseam. Um, but this is a fight I get in with my boyfriend because he bought long shorts and now I'm like, you have long shorts, whatever. Um, so yeah, that was that. It was nice. I just am a person that loves like a group vibe. Like I can take the energy of a group. If I'm like feeling it a little bit, like I will take the energy and like go with it. So I feel like I was just in the energy. Same when I went to the Eras tour. I was like, I'm not maybe like Swiftologist type Swifty, but I was like a white girl growing up in like the mid 2000s, so I loved her early albums a lot. And then I feel like I could just go with the vibe, and so I felt like that for this as well, which was fun, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like the things that like really got me were just when he was talking about One Direction, which is so embarrassing. But like I was like feeling the vibes of like the show, and then at one point he like started talking, was like, I used to come down here with like when I came down here when I was 16 just across the road to audition for the X Factor, and I was like, no. And then he like at one point was like, friends come into your life, and like talking about Liam a little bit, and then I started crying, and that's embarrassing because I cried at the Harry Styles show. And then he played like the first 3 notes of Night Changes, and I was like, I'm going to throw up if he sings Night Changes right now after that. And then it was just a teaser and he didn't actually sing Night Changes, which also felt kind of mean. So I was like, whatever, Harry. But yeah, I would say like if you're in the area, check it out. Should I have gone to London for it? No, I definitely should have just gotten tickets in Amsterdam, but I didn't know what the ticket situation was going to be. So it is what it is. And I guess it's kind of cool to see him in London. Shania opened for him, which was really fun. So, like, she's like 61 and she was wearing the tiniest dress I've ever seen on a human being. So, like, and her wig was crazy. I could not stop, or like her extensions. I could not stop looking at her extensions. But yeah, so I did that, was in London. Honestly, for me, how much do you know about like Broadway and theater? Have we talked about this?
I'm screaming.
You're not.
I think we've talked about it because I told you every single play I've been to, I've fallen asleep. It's like someone puts a
Right.
curse on me. Yeah. So.
Right. So I feel like almost better for me, or like more important to me than seeing Harry, was that we went to go see Oh Mary, which was like this comedy play that was on Broadway last year, and then we went in London. I think it's still on Broadway. But yeah, they opened it in London like in the spring, and it was so funny. You probably would have fallen asleep because that's just your curse. But it was hilarious. Wait, one sec, the little plane is taking off.
I'm screaming. Leah is anti-plane.
It's just like I'm literally looking at the runway and the propellers are like okay, she's gone. Anyway. So yeah, we saw Oh Mary. That was so funny, so good. 80 minutes of just like joy. And I kind of want to go back to see it with Cola Scola playing the role of Mary in September, but like that's, I think, just not feasible with my life, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But yeah, I love London so much. I feel like, I don't know about you. I mean, we've talked about it. Like, I was such an Anglophile growing up, like being a teenager. I was like, I just want to live in London. And then obviously I kind of
Yeah.
got over that. But every time I go back, I'm like, I kind of just want to live in London.
Yeah.
You know? And like I love like the English things that I thought were so like cool on like TV, like the Tube. Like I love going on the Tube. Because I'm like, this is so London coded of me.
Hmm.
Um, and just like pub culture and everything. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe one day when England is back in the European Union and there's no cost of living crisis, I would move to London.
Yeah.
So there's that. Have you been? Did you go to London when you were studying abroad?
Yeah, I went twice. One for wait, did I go three times? I went one because Harry and Meghan were getting married, and I was like, I have to be a part of the cultural history. Like, but then my ass like didn't realize that some roads are named the same even though they're two different roads. And so I thought that my friend that I was staying with lived on the road that they were getting married. No, it's just that they have the same name.
Right.
So I was in England when they got married, but I didn't see anything about Harry or Meghan. I think I got like
Okay.
newspapers and stuff because I was like, this is monumental. Like I was so Meghan down.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because this is like a whole separate conversation, but I was talking about this with my other friend who was very like Meghan Markle down.
Hmm.
It seems like her supporters are, it has to be like 80% Black women, Meghan Markle's supporters. And I find that
Yeah.
so interesting as someone who only calls herself a woman of color and does
Yeah.
not clarify what that means for her,
Yeah.
especially because the color is black.
Right.
Anyway, so so I was there, but my qualms about the royal family and all of that is a separate story. So that was fun. And then the
Um,
second time I went was when I went to go to Japan. There was a
right.
layover in London, and so I was there for like overnight.
Yeah.
But the Harry and Meghan thing, I was there for like 3 days with my friend.
Yeah. And did you like London or
Um, I don't think that I got like the true London vibe because we hit up like all the like we went on the what's it called? Like the big like Ferris wheel, the London Eye. We went on the
okay.
London Eye. We went to like the British Museum. You
Yeah.
know, like we were going to like all of those places. Like I wasn't really, and then I had like the English breakfast, and the beans were not the baked beans that we have in the South. And so I was really
Right.
appalled by what I was tasting. Um so I was really like I was hitting the stereotypical spots, and for that reason I was not feeling it.
Right.
Um, but I think if I went on like an actual like vacation, I could get a whole different vibe. So
I think we should go back and do like the cool spots, the
yeah.
London hot spots. Because yeah, I feel like I mean it's such a huge city. It has so much to offer. It's crazy. And yeah, but if you stay in that like one little section that's like Buckingham Palace and the London Eye and Big Ben, then you don't get to see all the like cool spots. But it does take forever to get anywhere. Like it's gonna take an hour to get from one location to the next. But that's
Hmm.
just like what it is. Yeah, I feel like my relationship with England, obviously like I love like the art and culture that they have produced. Some of it, you know, like we've talked about Downton Abbey and Merlin and all that good stuff. And like I was big into
Yes.
Doctor Who, but definitely the royal family. I mean, I'm in Ireland right now, so you won't hear me say a goddamn good thing about the English royal family ever, and
Yeah.
especially not here. Like, I truly, whenever I see a picture of Charles, I'm like, you need to get out of there. Like, everyone needs to leave. I don't know. And the way that people are so, like, I think it's wild to me as an American who also is like a huge Meghan Markle supporter. Like, to be somewhere where they actually like actively hate Meghan Markle for no reason and people like talk about it. Like that's so crazy to me. I don't know. And like people that actually actively support the monarchy. I'm like what reality do you live in which anything you're saying is like true or real? You know? It's
Yeah,
so
I don't think I understood like the grasp of like how the hate was coming really from. It was really like America versus England all over again. Like really. Like it really was, a lot of the hate was coming from the British. I well, not to like get into it, but I also found it interesting that like even throughout the hate and like all of that, like Harry and Meghan stood 10 toes down on the fact that like if the family treated us right and like wanted to protect our children, we would still be there to this day, which I
right.
find so interesting. And I mean genuinely interesting. Like I'm intrigued as to like why they think that.
Mm-hmm.
Um for all the reasons that are like obvious, but also, yeah, I think that that's very, um I thought that that was very interesting. And also I wonder if it has anything to do with like in the documentary when her mom was talking and her mom was explaining how like when her and Harry like first got together and stuff, and her mom said something like, you know, like he's white and he's also like a part of the royal family, so like this might be hard, and Megan was like, I don't want to hear that.
Right.
I wonder
Well,
if like that also has to do with like the royal, like there are obvious like evil things that the royal family has done, and yet if they treated you well, you would still be a part of it. But at the same
well, I
time, Harry
mean,
was raised that way.
right. I mean, her was it her wedding dress or her veil that had all the flowers of like the national flowers of different parts of the Commonwealth?
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's kind of like you were, yeah, that's interesting, right? Like,
Yeah, I
okay,
also
the
like,
Commonwealth is a really nice word for like places England has colonized. Like,
yes, oh my god, because of Harry and Meghan, I found out that Canada is a part of the Commonwealth.
yeah,
What? To this
yeah,
day? Like I thought that they were like, I don't know. I don't think I know the history of Canada besides like the indigenous history. Like I thought that
which is,
France colonized them.
well, they have a little bit of French, but yeah, they're part of the Commonwealth, which means that if I get my Canadian passport, I can live in other places in the Commonwealth more easily, which is one of the reasons I want to get it. Because like Australia, also New Zealand is New Zealand? No, New Zealand. I
Probably.
don't think it's South Africa is. I want to say Botswana as well. Like, yeah. I mean, some Caribbean islands, like
Oh yeah.
the ones that aren't Dutch,
Right.
the ones that aren't part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands,
Right.
the
Congrats.
Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Thanks. And now, speaking of that, because I feel like I should go in a bit, to be honest, it's a short episode, but whatever, if that's okay.
Hmm.
Um, the World Cup.
Yes. I'm excited.
I
I've been having fun. I don't follow a team like you do.
Well, I'm not
So
following it anymore because they lost last night.
cheers to Morocco. It's because
I
their
don't want
flag is
to.
prettier.
I I woke up in the morning because the game was at like 3 a.m. our time, and so obviously we didn't watch it. We watched the Germany game, and that was tough to
They
watch as
also
well.
lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Anyway, so we watched them lose, which is like I guess fine, but I kind of didn't. Usually I want to root for like the underdog, but I don't actually see Paraguay as like an underdog in terms of like international football compared to Germany right now. So that seemed like a pretty even match. And obviously Netherlands and Morocco is an even match as well, but to to lose with like a goal in overtime and then penalty kicks. I hate penalty kicks so
Yeah.
much. Like I just hate when it gets there because it just feels so like I feel bad for everyone involved, you know?
Yeah.
And it just feels like, okay, you could have played like such a great game and then to lose on like a penalty kick, I don't know. I feel like we need to come up with something better that doesn't
Yeah.
feel like, okay, like let's just get it over with now. Like kick the ball at the goal and let's see whose goes in.
Yeah, it does
But
kind of feel like a waste of time of like 90 minutes of running around
right.
to lose by a penalty kick or win by a penalty kick.
Or win by a penalty kick. Like it just feels, yeah. And I mean, I when Germany and Paraguay went to penalty kicks, I was like, no way, Germany's gonna win because the keeper for Paraguay is insane. Like I was watching him the whole game. I was like, he's the best player on the team.
Hmm.
So, and the keeper for Germany is like 45 and kind of
Love it.
washed up. No offense.
I thought that Lionel Messi was 47 years old. He's
How old is he?
39. He's 39.
Well, it feels like he should be 47 because I feel like he's been playing soccer my entire life.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Like, how the fuck are we like 10 years apart?
yeah. And no offense to him, but he looks like he could be.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I guessed that number. But anyway, yeah, the
Whatever.
World Cup for me has been fun. I mean, I haven't been following a specific team, and so I think that's why it's been fun. I just kind of like
Right.
watch whatever team is playing, and I'm like, I'll choose to be on your side. I have been um I was at my local Irish pub on Saturday and Sunday watching games. I think I
Hell yeah.
found my home low key, and I know how to say welcome, which is falcha.
Oh, Jim, maybe I'll pull that out. Oh wait, actually my friend's mom taught me that yesterday. I was like, that sounds familiar.
Period.
I love it. No, I love an Irish pub. We were watching yesterday the pub in Ireland, which is
Well,
an Irish pub. Oh, the plate's going.
once again, Leah's anti-plane. She doesn't want the plane featured on the podcast.
There he goes into the clouds. Oh my god, it's so
Love it.
loud.
Love it. So yeah, the World Cup has been fun. I wonder who's gonna win.
Well, now you know I've picked my other teams, which are Cabo Verde.
Yeah.
I feel like it's in Portuguese, it's Cabo Verde.
Oh, that
Really?
makes sense.
So I'm just
I
gonna
think
say
it is that.
Cabo Verde, because that is Portuguese. So that's my team, and then Team Canada, I guess. Like,
Lame.
I don't know.
Literally. It's actually not lame, but I watched the South Africa Canada team and that game pissed me off so severe. They only got a
I didn't
point.
watch it.
Well, they got a point in overtime off some. It wasn't
That's
bullshit. I like, no, it was literally 0-0. I've never seen in such a long time people that were giving it their all. Like they were running in like 2 times speed. Like the entire game, South Africa and Canada were going crazy. Like they were saving so many fucking kicks. It was really an intense game. And then it goes into overtime and just like inches away from like not getting into the goal, he got in it. And then by then it was like 30 seconds left of the game. So they just kind of like let the time run out. And I was upset. So that's why I'm anti
Yeah.
Canada. But whatever, congrats to them.
I mean, like, I just don't know who else to support right now. Like, I'm sure I'll find other teams, but I feel like that's then like the next one. Like, I'm not going to support the US. The team
Yeah.
of the country I live in is out. The team of a country I have a passport from, is out. Canada's the other one. So I guess, I don't know. I guess I have to support them.
Yeah, I think I'll support Cabo Verde, even though I haven't seen one game of theirs because I keep missing it. I'm either at work or I forgot.
Right?
And I don't know if Switzerland's in the knockout round. They probably are, but I haven't seen a game of theirs either. So I guess we'll support them from afar.
We played a good game the other day, I think, against the Netherlands.
Hmm.
Or no, did we play Sweden? Yeah. Anyway, I'm just sad. I didn't need the Netherlands to like win the World Cup, I guess. Like, whatever. But to get knocked out in the round of 32, just like personally for me, I was looking forward to like going out on the streets and like watching the game on the big
Yeah.
screen with all the other fans, you know, and now it's like, okay, that's not happening.
Yeah.
So I'm sad for me and my, which like Dutch fans just love to party. I watched like a interview with one of the fans for a game during the group stages, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna party before because we get a party in, and then if we win, we get to party after, then we get two parties. And if we lose, then
Wow.
at least we've had a party. And I'm like, exactly. You know, like that's the energy. But now we don't get any parties because we're not.
Well, I mean, the least they could do was support one of the places that they colonized. So surely they're going to be supporting like some
Well,
other place.
Curacao is out.
Love it.
And I don't know. I don't think actually any South Africa, I guess. We did colonize South Africa.
No, but they got knocked out because they went
Oh,
against
yeah.
Canada.
Oh, yeah. So they're out too. This is so
Well,
embarrassing. Not us or our colonies.
right. That's what y'all get. Who's gonna win now? Canada.
Canada, I guess. As I said before, I would love for a African team to win, of course. And that
For
African team
sure.
is going to be Cabo Verde.
I wonder if Congo will win because they might have. I don't know if they got kicked out. No, they didn't because Congo is happening like on Wednesday, I think,
Yeah,
or something.
is it Congo versus England?
Yes. Wait. Yes. Yes, it is. I think that's tomorrow or
That's
today.
tomorrow. And it's so bad because my friend I'm traveling with is English.
Well, do you want to do
Hmm.
a cultural moment manifestations and get out of here?
Hell yeah. Thank you for doing this episode. Even if it's
Well, it's my job.
crazy.
We're getting
It's
paid $0. We're actually like not getting paid anything.
Isn't that so funny? But I am like, I need to treat this like a job. Like the fact that I couldn't do yesterday, I was like, I failed at my job. Oh my God, this is gonna be so random. But I don't know why for me, this is a moment that like I remember seeing it in People magazine and it like left an impact on me as like a little, must have been 9-year-old. I don't even know. And that is Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey's beach wedding.
Okay. Thank you. No, literally, thank you. And when she was sitting on his shoulders and he had that big ass Mariah tattoo and she had the tiny like Nick Cannon like tattoo on her like as a tramp stamp. Yeah.
I just like, I don't know why that photo shoot from literally People magazine lives rent free in my head to this day. It's the picture of
Yeah.
the tattoos. It's her like in the water with her wedding dress. And I was like, that
Love.
is so chic. And two people to me had never looked better. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
she's the most beautiful woman and he is the most handsome man. And they look so beautiful together. Crazy to think about now, thinking about Nick
Well,
Cannon.
sure. No,
But
I
I
was
don't know
obsessed.
why. I'm
I
so glad.
remember it was like it was random to me because I guess when I thought of Mariah, I was like, she's so chic and cool. Like clearly she would never like get with someone like Nick Cannon. But then because she did, and he's like a more like less of like a mainstream person, I guess. I
Hmm.
was like, wait, she's cool. Like she's literally cool. And he had that huge ass Mariah tattoo from shoulder to shoulder. I say right.
What year was that? Can you look it up? Because I
Yeah,
have some.
2008.
2008. Yeah. Which, what a year 2008 was, honestly. Like, as a year, incredible. But yeah,
No.
and then I think like that got me into her music, which I know sounds crazy because she's been making music for so long, but like, I didn't grow up in a household that like listened to music other than like classical music, or my dad was a jazz musician and sometimes would play like Simon and Garfunkel. You know, like that was kind of like house that I grew up in. So I had to like do a lot of music discovery on my own, which I think is why Glee was so important to me because I think I
Mm,
discovered a lot of music like through Glee, which is crazy to say.
mhm.
But I would like read magazines and then like read about Mariah Carey and like saw these pictures and I was like, this is my girl. And I think around that time is when the Obsessed music video also came out, which one of the best music videos ever made. Like truly,
That was so funny.
I watched that music video over and over. Why are you so obsessed with me? Like me, a little 8-year-old.
Yeah, I love like women that don't take shit from men. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Eminem thinks that he can like get away with being a shitty person, but no, I'm gonna embarrass you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Just come on. Like she was really everything. And
Yeah.
it was so funny because I obviously wasn't part of like her fandom group, like because I was young and I didn't even know that that was happening. But there was a part of me that was like, there's something about this woman that intrigues me every time I encounter her.
She and also like she loves a funny guy because she's like dating Anderson Paak now.
Yeah,
Love
I'm
it.
so obsessed. I'm obsessed with that.
No, literally, yeah. And he got like a new hairline, like he looks like a different man. I love it. But yeah, no, I used to be obsessed with her because as a child, her like 2000, I looked it up to make sure the Emancipation of Mimi came out in 2005. I was so obsessed it wasn't even funny. But
I
that was
think
before.
that's one of the best pop albums ever. Or like R&B, not pop. Like one of the best R&B albums ever recorded.
Literally every single like when the song, the album beginning, it literally gives me chills down my spine. So anyway, but love that. Yeah. Love the heat. I remember people were talking about how the size comparison of the tattoos was like kind of shady, but also why would Mariah get a huge tattoo? It's enough for her to get a tattoo of another man. Let's be serious. So, love that. And they were together for a long time. It said 2008 to 2016, which I don't remember. Like we were in college
Yeah,
when they got a divorce.
that's so
That's
crazy.
And then he began his downward spiral of having 2,000 kids. And when they tried to test him on if he knew all the names of his kids, he didn't. So I love that.
I'm dead. I'm looking at the pictures now and like I'll send you this like the picture of them in the water and her dress is kind of like pink at the bottom because of the water. Also just like this tight ass like basically bandage wedding dress is so iconic.
Love.
So that's my moment in culture for this week.
Yes. Obsessed with that.
Thanks. Thanks everyone. I mean, celebrity weddings in general, I was obsessed with, which is funny because I'm like not a wedding person and I like don't even want one for myself, but I loved looking at the wedding pictures in People magazine.
Oh my God. No, Chloe's wedding to Lamar, and they all had like the different shades of purple, like the bridesmaids. I thought that was beautiful. And they were making out when they were like, you kiss the bride, whatever. They were making out so hard. I was like, that's crazy. Me at 10 years old being like, that's fucking kind of crazy. But yeah,
Like I was watching, sometimes I do watch Kardashians, apologies.
yeah,
And I was watching some of the recent episodes, or like from maybe like last year, where Chloe like reunites with Lamar, and then they show
yes.
clips from that from their wedding, and I was like, oh my god, one, they knew each other for maximum 3 hours before they got married, and I always forget that.
Love it. No, like quite literally, they met like a month before, or like 3 months before. It was like something crazy.
Yeah. And just like her, didn't she have like a giant bow across like as a belt on her wedding dress, and it was like a fishtail.
Hold on. I just got chills in the back of my head. I was obsessed. That wedding was so beautiful to me. I remember she had like a belt, I think. Oh my God. No, she did. It was a purple belt, like a lavender belt.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
the different like the different purples,
Yeah.
everything.
I've predicted that we're gonna see a purple coming back this year, like those kind of purples.
No, I've been into purple like crazy. Like I don't know what
Yeah,
happened. I was so anti-purple,
I
but
know, and I think we can maybe do that next episode. I want to do trend predictions.
oh yeah, that'll be fun.
I've been writing a list. But yeah, no, just celebrity weddings of the early mid 2000s, nothing like it. Because they were so campy and over the top. And like, I miss her,
Yeah.
you
And it was
know?
just nice to watch because they also like seemed very in love.
Yeah.
That was
The
a good
fact that,
episode because I think that was also when Adrienne Bailon was had broken up with Rob and
yeah,
she was at the wedding. And
yeah.
there was a moment where she was like, "Can you hold my purse?" And then she walked away and started dancing. And I was like, "And that's how you treat them, period." But anyway,
That was
those
so
are the
crazy.
days. Yeah.
Those were the days. And yeah, do I love watching the Kardashians? Yeah. Sorry.
I haven't
Not so
watched them
much
in such a
anymore.
long
There's so much
time.
they're out of touch, but like I love going back and watching early seasons
Oh,
sometimes.
hell yeah. I know the like, right. Literally. That was such a good
All of them
show.
get on the stairs of, of Chris's
Oh my
house.
God. When they looked like totally different people, like they looked like they were
Right.
like women of color. Yeah. Those are the
It was so
days.
so crazy because I saw a interview with Kylie where she was saying like, "Oh yeah, I was Stormy's age." First of all, I hate that name, whatever. I was Stormy's age when we started filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Crazy.
What the hell?
I didn't realize that she was like 8 years old
Like literally so young.
because I was also
But
8 years
yeah,
old. So I guess I didn't think about it. But like, yeah.
right? Which is also crazy. Uh, we should definitely do this for another episode, talk more about that
Yeah.
whole
The
era,
good old days.
the
Right.
good old days. Anyway, any manifestations?
Um, yeah. I feel like I'm becoming like disenchanted. Like I don't know how the fuck to manifest shit anymore. Not anymore. I don't know if I ever did. Um, oh, I haven't updated it, so I don't really have. Well, this is kind of a manifestation, but I this morning made I activated my AO3 account.
You have to
I'm
send
in
me your
here, don't know
username.
how the fuck, huh?
You have to send me your handle.
I know. Literally in here, like the first thing I did was type in home economics because I was like, let me just save it. Like I don't, I didn't know how. I just bookmarked it. I was like, I don't know what else to do. So yeah. But anyway,
Perfect.
I'm manifesting a fun time that makes me like not necessarily heals something, but like makes me feel like a girl and just having fun with AO3.
Hell
So yeah,
yeah. So anyway, I just love AO3 so much. I'm so glad you're there. Welcome home.
I know. I'm glad to be. I'm gonna have to like go through our text and like look up every single fanfic to like save it somehow. I don't even know how to work the interface, but yes.
It's super user friendly. Don't even worry.
Love it. Yeah,
Love that. Wow. AO3 user.
finally. 10 years, like 10 plus years later.
Yeah. I love that.
Do you have a
Yeah.
manifestation?
My manifestation, yes, I think I have one. I'm manifesting something for myself, which is that I leave this island feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. Like today, I like
Good.
jumped in the cold sea and I was like, yes, like I'm feeling the spirits of like the Celtic ancestors
Right.
in this, you know? So Yeah, I think that's just it. Also, my dad said that I am a little bit Irish, so because Scottish people are also kind of Irish because we were just like passed back and forth by England.
I'm actually screaming. I'm also Scottish. We're
Yeah,
together. We're both Irish.
look at us.
Making
Just
it
two
work.
Irish girls. Just Irish
Right.
girls in life.
Yep. Thank you.
So funny. So yeah, that's mine. I think I will. I think that's yeah. I'll check in
Yeah.
on that next week.
Yeah.
How it's doing. Um, but yeah, there's like donkeys and horses everywhere. Slay.
Love that. I love animals.
I'll keep sending
Some.
pics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And I keep oh, I think I'm being called for the pub quiz.
Okay. Well,
At the pub. Well, this has been great. Thank you
yes.
so much.
Yes.
What a
Thanks
fun
everyone
time.
for listening.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thanks for
Hags.
listening.
Okay.
Heck. Okay. Let me stop the
Bye.
recording. Bye.